States of matter. This is part 3 based on pure NCERT, and today's topic we are taking are first KTG, kinetic theory of gases, second behavior of real gas, and the third is deviation of real gas from the ideal gas behavior. Let's start the video. So states of matter, let's start with the lesson based on pure NCERT. This is our part 3. So starting with the first topic of today, that is kinetic molecular theory of gases, KTG in short form. Okay, so let's see, there are some of the assumptions of KTG. They are as follows. So first is gases consist of large number of identical molecules that are so small that the actual volume of molecule is negligible in comparison to the empty space between them. What it means? That means the volume of molecule is very less than the volume of, or the space we can say, between them. That means between the molecules. So the space should be very larger, or we can say the volume of molecules should be small enough as compared to the volume or space between them. Next postulate is that no force of attraction exists between the particles or the molecules or atoms of gas, and hence they occupy the shape of the container in which they are poured. Okay. Next is random constant motion is shown by the gas particles and hence not have a fixed shape. Fourth is they exerts pressure on wall of container during collisions. We know there is a perfectly elastic collision. They show a perfectly elastic collision, type of collision, and hence they exert pressure on walls of container during the collision. And the last is average kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature, which is again directly proportional to pressure. That means as the kinetic energy increases, the temperature is increasing and there is more collision, that is more striking of particles on walls of container, and hence they exert more and more pressure. So they are, all three are directly proportional. Second, today's topic is behavior of real gases. Now there is also we are seeing the topic of deviation from ideal gas behavior. Let's start with. So our first plot is of PV versus P, that's pressure volume graph versus pressure graph. So let's see. So we know that for ideal gases, let's see first for ideal gases. So for ideal gases, we know the ideal gas equation that we have studied in the last topic. In the last video, you can refer to that and check out. Okay, I will give you the link in my description. So let's see this. So in this we are saying that the graph of PV versus P, what it gives to us. Okay, let's see for ideal gas. So for ideal gas we know the relation, that is PV equals to nRT. Okay, but is this true for real gases? So let's see, are they true or not. So let us plot PV versus P plot of gases, because at constant temperature PV will be constant according to Boyle's law, and PV versus P, you can see this PV versus P graph at all pressures will be a straight line parallel to x-axis. Okay, that is for real gases. Or ideal gas, it is just for ideal gas, because from this graph we can see that the real gases doesn't show the ideal gas behavior exactly. Okay, only the ideal gas is giving a parallel graph to x-axis for PV versus P plot. Okay, now it can be seen easily that at constant temperature, because Boyle's law is for constant isotherm. Okay, that means constant temperature, PV versus P plot for real gases is not a straight line. You can see a curve is like this. It is giving a straight line but not passing through the origin. Okay, now there are two types of curves seen. Okay, second, now for real gases, what we see, let's show you. So for real gases now we are talking about, so there are two types of curves. Okay, so first curve is, this is curve number 1. This is for hydrogen and helium gases. Okay, very important, focus perfectly here. For first curve is for hydrogen and helium. So for hydrogen and helium there is a straight line. You can see as the pressure increases for these two gases, as the pressure increases, the value of PV also increases. You can see as the pressure is increasing from this side, right hand side, the pressure versus volume, pressure volume graph is also increasing. Okay, so they show a positive deviation. Now how we are saying that they show positive or negative deviation with respect, we have to take it with respect to the ideal gas. plot. Okay, now the graph which is, or the line or curve which is above the ideal gas is showing the positive, and which are below them is showing negative. Okay, so first for hydrogen and helium only, these two gases in the periodic table, it show a positive deviation. You can see this. So both them shows positive deviation only. Okay, next curve is for all of the rest of gases which occurs. So let's see for carbon monoxide and for methane. Okay, so for these two gases we can say that there is first a negative deviation from ideal gas behavior, and then there is a positive deviation. So we can say that shows both positive and negative deviation. Okay, now what it gives us, let's see.